Myself Chetan MG, Mathematics faculty in Shumoga. Today I am going to discuss about KCT 2014 Mathematics paper. Let us move on to the first question. Read carefully and very well. So first question. Let S be the set of all real numbers and a relation R as be defined on S by A is related by B, A is related to B, if and only if A minus modulus of A minus B less than or equal to 1, then R is what? So option A, reflexive and transitive but not symmetric, an equivalence relation, symmetric and transitive but not reflexive, reflexive and symmetric but not transitive. Basically it depends on relations, relation function chapter relation ಮೇಲೆ depend ಆಗಿದೆ. So we have to check one by one. First reflexive, next symmetric and transitive. Now let us move on to the first reflexive. Reflexivity of relation. So we know that reflexive relation. So for all, if we take for all, A belongs to the set S because the relation defined on the set S. For all A belongs to S, modulus of A minus A is equal to 0, 0 less than or equal to 1. It is correct. So because modulus of A minus B is less than or equal to 1, hence modulus of A minus A is equal to 0 less than or equal to 1. So this implies A comma A belongs to the R. Hence R is reflexive. Hence R is reflexive. So let us move on to the symmetric relation. If A comma B belongs to the R, for all A comma B belongs to the set yes. The A comma B belongs to the R means what? A is related to B, nothing but modulus of A minus B less than or equal to 1. So this implies modulus of A minus B less than or equal to 1. Without loss of generality, this can be written as modulus of B minus A is also less than or equal to 1. So this can be written as B comma A belongs to the relation. So hence R is symmetric. R is symmetric. So now let us move on to the transitive relation. So in this case, transitivity is not holds good on this relation. So there exists two ordered pair, 1 comma 0 and 0 comma minus 1 belongs to the R, correct? Because 1 modulus of 1 minus 0 less than or equal to 1, correct? Modulus of 0 minus 1 nothing but 0 plus 1, 1 is less than or equal to 1, correct? So both are belongs to the relation, but 1 comma minus 1 does not belongs to the relation. 1 comma minus 1 does not belongs to the relation because modulus of 1 minus of minus 1 is equal to 2, not less than or equal to 1. Hence it is not a transitive relation. So hence R is not transitive. R is not transitive. So according to this, R is reflexive, R is symmetric, but R is not transitive. Which option is correct? So which is reflexive, symmetric, but not transitive. Reflexive and symmetric, but not transitive. Hence option D is correct. So take down. So now let us move on to the second question. So this question belongs to the topics binary operations. So for any two real numbers, an operation star defined on A star B defined by a star b is equal to 1 plus a into b. Here a, b are real numbers. Very carefully observe. A, b are real numbers. So first option, commutative but not associative. Associative but not commutative. Second. Third, neither commutative nor associative. Fourth, both commutative and associative. So we check this question, commutative or associative. So this is NCERT direct question. Direct theory ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. ಸೊ NCERT ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಾವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಏನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಮ್ಯುಟೇಟಿವ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದ ಕಮ್ಯುಟೇಟಿವ್. So now commutative ಗೆ 2 real number na ತಗೋಬೇಕು usually. It is commutative. Yes, it is commutative. So for all a comma b, a and b are real numbers, belongs to the real numbers because this operation defined on the set of real number. So a star b, first take a star b. So according to the definition, a star b is equal to 1 plus a into b. A star b is equal to 1 plus a into b. So this is 1. Second, b star a. B star a can be written as 1 plus b into a by definition. So b into a, real number is commutative. So a into b is equal to b into a. This can be written as 1 plus real number is commutative. So b into a can be written as a into b. This is equation 2. From 1 and 2 both are same. From 1 and 2, a star b is equal to b star a. N star is commutative. N star is commutative. So now let us check associativity of operation star. So associative. So it is not associative. Let us take one example. 1, there exists 1, 2, 3 belongs to the real number. Real number. So 1 star of 2 star 3 equal to, first simplify 2 star 3. So 1 star of 2 star 3, nothing but a star b is equal to 1 plus ab. In the same way you can write 2 star 3 can be written as 1 plus 2 into 3. 1 plus 2 into 3, 6, 1 plus 6. So it can be written as 1 star 7. Again, simplify this. 1 star 7 can be written as 1 plus 1 into 7. Nothing but 7. So 1 plus 7 nothing but 8. This is equation 1. So now take 1 star 2 star 3. Now simplify first 1 star 2 using the condition a star b is equal to 1 plus ab. So it can be written as 1 star 2 nothing but 1 plus 1 into 2. 2. 1 plus 2 star 3. Now 1 plus 2 nothing but 3. 3 star 3. 3 star 3 again simplify using the condition a star b is equal to 1 plus ab. 1 plus 3 into 3, 9. 1 plus 9 is equal to 10. This is equation 2. From 1 and 2 both are not equal. From 1 and 2, 1 star of 2 star 3 is not equal to 1 star 2 star 3. So hence star is not associative. Is not associative. So ultimate answer is it is commutative but not associative. So first option commutative but not associative, correct option. So hence option A is correct. Therefore option A is correct. So take down. So now let us move on to the question number 3. The function f from n tends to n given by f of n is equal to n plus 1 by 2 if n is odd, n by 2 if n is even. Then f is what? Basically, it is depends on functions topic in the function chapter. So one particularly one and onto. So well known about one and onto functions. So using one and onto condition, we have to find out whether it is one or onto. So first option is one and onto. Second option is one but not onto. Third option is onto but not one. Neither one nor onto. So basically it is depends on only two concept one and onto. So it is NCERT direct question. In NCERT theory classes, it in board exam 2 marks question. So let us move on to the first 1. Check the condition for 1. So it is not 1. Take one example. There exists 1 and 2. 1 and 2 both are belongs to the natural number codomain. Because this function defined from n tends to n. So both are domain and codomain natural numbers. So if you take two elements 1 and 2 both are belongs to the codomain n. So one is odd number, 2 is even number. So function divided, if input value n is odd, output n plus 1 by 2. If n is even, output n by 2. So first we take first one odd. N is odd, so this is odd number. This is even number. So f of 1 equal to f of 2. F of 1 nothing but 1 even, 1 odd, 1 plus 1 by 2 equal to 2 even, 2 by 2. So both are equal to 1. Hence f is not 1 because two different input values have same image 1. So now let us move on to the second onto. So condition for the onto, range is equal to codomain. If range is equal to codomain, then function is onto. So on the basis of this concept, we have to find out range of this function. So range of this function nothing but range is equal to, first input value start with 1, 2, 3, so on. So put, if you take 1, first 1 plus 1 because 1 is the odd number, 1 plus 1, 2 by 2, 1. Next 2 even, 2 by 2 again 1. Next 3 odd, 3 plus 1 by 2, 4 by 2, 2. Next 4 is even, 4 by 2, 2 again. So next 5 is odd, 5 plus 1 by 2, 6 by 2, 3. Again 6 is even, 6 by 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, so on infinite. So it is equal to the natural number codomain. So here range is equal to codomain n. Hence, according to the condition, if range is equal to codomain, then the function becomes onto. So hence f is onto. So in this case, f is not 1 but f is onto. So using these two concepts, these two values, these two output. So check option 1 by 1. F is 1 and onto. It is not correct. 1 but not onto. It is not correct. Onto but not 1. It is correct. So this is wrong. So option C is correct. Therefore, option C is correct. So that's all. Take down. So now let us move on to the fourth question. So in this question, suppose f of x is given, x plus 1 whole square function. for x is greater than or equal to minus 1. If g of x is a function whose graph is the reflection of the graph f of x, here g of x is a function whose graph is the reflection of the graph of f of x. Reflection. So in the line y is equal to x-axis, y is equal to x, it is passing through the origin. So then g of x, we have to find out g of x. So first option g of x may be minus root x minus 1, maybe root x minus 1, maybe 1 divided by x plus 1 whole square, or root x plus 1. So let us check which of the option is correct. So this is moderate problem. So very tricky problem. So we know that the one function sin x in the inverse trigonometry function, inverse functions of sin x. So first we take one graph sin x curve. So sin x passing through the origin. Okay. This is y is equal to sin x. Now write down the inverse function of sin x in the graph. So this is sin inverse x. So this is y is equal to sin inverse x. Y is equal to sin inverse x. The sin function, inverse function is sin inverse x. Both are reflection mutually each other. With respect to the line passing through the origin, y is equal to x. Y is equal to x. So same way, think about this problem. So here g of x is a function whose graph of the reflection of the graph f of x. So g of x is what? Inverse functions of f according to this. So here g of x is the inverse function of f. F inverse x is equal to g of x. So we have to find out f inverse x. So question is over. We have f inverse x ಅನ್ನು find out ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು g of x ಅನ್ನು find out ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ. So take f of x. Let f of x is equal to y. F of x means what? X plus 1 whole square. X plus 1 whole square equal to what? Y. Now x plus 1 becomes root y. Now 1 move towards the right hand side. X is equal to root y minus 1. So x nothing but what? Inverse image of f of x. So x is the x nothing but f inverse of y inverse element is equal to what? Square root of y minus 1. This can also be written as f inverse of x is equal to square root of x minus 1. Hence f inverse x is equal to square root of x minus 1. Option B is correct. Okay, therefore option B is correct. So take down. So now let us move on to the fifth question. Once again, this question depends on the domain of the function. So chapter function. The domain of the function f of x is equal to square root of cos x. So trigonometry ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ cos x ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು x ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. We have to find out x value. So f of x is range, but x is a domain. This is the domain x. We have to find out x values. So here options, first one 0 to pi by 2 closed interval including 0 and pi by 2. Second one 0 to pi by 2 union 3 pi by 2 comma 2 pi. Third one 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Fourth one minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So basically it is depends on square root. The value of x depends on square root. So here square root is there. In square root ಒಳಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ f of x is defined f of x is equal to square root of cos x defined when defined if or when cos x is greater than or equal to 0. So f of x define ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ cos x greater than or equal to 0 ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ x ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ cos x greater than 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ so we have to find out cos x greater than or equal to 0 nothing but positive including 0 in which quadrant, first and fourth quadrant. So cos x greater than or equal to 0, this implies x belongs to first quadrant. First quadrant means what? 0 to pi by 2, and second fourth quadrant also, and x belongs to uh, x belongs to fourth quadrant nothing but 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. So we know that one more concept, cos of minus theta is equal to nothing but cos of minus x, whatever it may be, cos of minus x is equal to cos x. So hence cos of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 is also correct, it is positive. So x belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So in this case f of x is defined if f of cos x is greater than or equal to 0. When cos x is greater than or equal to 0, x belongs to 0 to pi by 2 or x belongs to 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. This is first quadrant, fourth quadrant. So we know that the formula cos of minus x is equal to cos x, hence x belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 is also correct answer. So this is also correct, this is also correct, this is also correct. So see the options, 0 to pi by 2 it is also correct, x values 0 to pi by 2 union 3 pi by 2 2 pi both are correct 3 pi by 2 2 pi yes correct, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 yes correct, all options are correct in this problem. So this is options are wrong, so grace mark award ಆಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ಗ್ರೇಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಓವರ್ 10. Now let us move on to the sixth question. So sixth question belongs to the cardinality of the set in the set chapter. So in a class of 60 students, 25 students play cricket and 20 students play tennis and 10 students play both the games. Then the number of students who play neither is. So students, 60 students, 60 students in a class, 25 students cricket C, you can take cricket as C and tennis as a T. You have to find out C union T whole complement, neither. We have to find out neither means what? C union T whole complement. So this is NCERT direct question. ಈ ಗಿವನ್ ಡಾಟಾಸ್ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈಸಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನ. ಸೊ ಗಿವನ್ ಡಾಟಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ 25 students play cricket, n of C is given 25 and 10 students play both. First 20 students play tennis, n of T is given 20 and 10 students play both the games, n of C intersection T is given, both are games 10. So we have to find out n of C union T whole complement. This is the question mark. So one more of given data 60 students in the universal set, n of U is also given, n of U 60. So using the formula, first we know that the formula n of C union T whole complement, according to the complement rule, this can be written as union, n of C union T whole complement can be written as n of universal set minus n of C union T. So once again n of c union t can be written as minus is there, so n of c minus n of t plus n of c intersection t. So all the values are given. Substitute n of u 60, n of c 25, n of t 20 plus n of c intersection t 10. So simplify this, we get the answer 25. So answer is 25. So option D is correct. That's all. Take down. So now let us move on to the second question. Moderate question. ತುಂಬಾ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಯೂಶಲಿ ಈ ಥರದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ KCT ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿಯಾಗೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ here given x is greater than or equal to 0 less than or equal to 1/2. x ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ವೇರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು. Then we have to find out the value of tan of sin inverse of x by root 2 plus square root of 1 minus x square divided by root 2 minus sin inverse x. So it is a mixture of trigonometry and inverse trigonometry problem. So as usual ನಾವು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ substitution method ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. We take substitution x is equal to sin theta. So first take the problem tan of sin inverse of x divided by root 2 plus square root of 1 minus x square divided by root 2 minus sin inverse of x. So put x is equal to sin theta. So this value becomes tan of sin inverse of sin theta divided by root 2 plus square root of 1 minus sin square theta divided by square root of 2 minus sin inverse of sin theta. Bracket close. So this is equal to tan of sin inverse of 1 by root 2 can be written as cos theta. So cos 45 degree in terms of cos 45 degree. So sin theta into cos 45 degree, pi by 4, 1 by root 2 can be written as cos 45 degree plus square root of 1 minus sin square theta. 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. Square root of cos square theta cos theta. So 1 by root 2 can be written as sin 45 degree. Sin 45 degree nothing but sin pi by 4. This value becomes cos theta. So cos theta minus sin inverse of sin theta. So it becomes sin inverse of sin theta, sin inverse sin cancel, it can be written as theta directly, you can write theta, bracket close. So this is in the form of sin of a plus b, sin a plus b, sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, tan of sin inverse of sin pi by 4 plus theta, sin a plus b, sin a plus b nothing but sin a plus cos b, sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So minus theta equal to tan of sin inverse sin get cancel. So remaining pi by 4 plus theta minus theta. Again minus theta get cancel. So remaining tan of pi by 4. Tan pi by 4 value becomes 1. So value of this function is 1. So option C is correct. ಸೊ ಅನದರ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇದೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಆ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ x ಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡೋದು. ಈಸಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ನೀವು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ x ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದನ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0 ಲೆಸ್ ದನ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1/2 ಮಧ್ಯನೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. ನೀವು 1/2 ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 0 ಮೇಲೆ 1/2 ಒಳಗಿಂದ ಸುಮಾರು ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಇರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ, ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋದು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು 0 ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅನದರ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. Put x is equal to 0 to this function. This value becomes tan of sin inverse of 0 divided by root 2 0, 1 minus 0 1, square root of 1, 1, 1 divided by root 2, so it becomes 1 divided by root 2 minus sine inverse of 0, sine inverse of 0. So sine inverse 0, 0. Tan of sine inverse of 1 by 2 nothing but pi by 4. Sine inverse 0, 0. So tan of pi by 4 minus 0 nothing but tan pi by 4, it value becomes 1. So very easy method, very tricky method. You can use this method. We have to find out solution easily and shortly. So that's all. Take down. Now let us move on to the 8th question. This question once again depends on the trigonometry and inverse trigonometry. So the value of sine of 2 sine inverse of 0.8 is equal to what? First option sine of 1.2 degree, second option 0.96, third 0.48, fourth one sine of 1.6 degree. So moderate problem, ತುಂಬ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನ ನಾವು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ. ಏನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ತೊಗೊಳೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಸೈನ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ 0.8 ಅನ್ನು ಥೀಟಾ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಸೈನ್ 2 ಥೀಟಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಸೈನ್ 2 ಥೀಟಾ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೈನ್ 2 ಥೀಟಾ ಅಂದರೆ 2 ಸೈನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಇಂಟು ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ. ಸೊ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಇದ್ರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಹೋಗೋದಾದರೆ ಪುಟ್ ಸೈನ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ 0.8 equal to theta ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಾವು sin theta equal to 0.8. 0.8 can be written as 4 by 5. 5 8 is 40. So sin theta means this is opposite by hypotenuse. So Pythagoras theorem consider ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ Pythagoras triplet ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. So this is theta opposite by hypotenuse, opposite 4, hypotenuse 5, remaining adjacent is 3. So in this case sin theta is 4 by 5 value, cos theta is what? Adjacent by hypotenuse 3 by 5. So using the formula sin 2 theta, sin inverse of 0.8 is equal to theta, it becomes sin of 2 sin inverse of 0.8 is equal to sin 2 theta. So using the formula sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. 2 sin theta into cos theta. So 2 as it is sin theta is equal to what? 4 by 5. And cos theta is equal to what? 3 by 5. So 4 3 is 12, 12 2 is 24 divided by 25. So simplify this, we get the answer 0.96. 0.96 is good answer, ultimate answer. So option B is correct. Therefore, option B is correct. Take down. So now let us move on to the 9th question. So 9th question is, if A is matrix 3 cross 4 order and B is also another matrix, we have to find out order of the matrix B such that A dash B and B dash A both are defined, then find the order of the B. So option A 3 cross 4, option B 3 cross 3, option C 4 cross 4, option D 4 cross 3. So using the condition for the product of the any two matrix, order depends on order. So if A dash B is defined when number of columns equal to the number of columns of A dash equal to the number of rows of B. B dash A, B into A dash ಯಾವ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? Number of columns of B equal to the number of rows of A dash. So using this condition, we have to find out the order of the matrix B. So first we take A dash into B. So here order of A is given, A dash nothing but what? Order of A is given, A dash nothing but what? Transpose of the matrix 4 cross 3, it becomes 4 cross 3. 4 cross 3. So A dash into B defined when number of columns equal to the number of columns of A dash equal to the number of rows of B. So B ನಮಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬಿ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ರೋಸ್ 3 ಬರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ question mark. So next define b into a dash. So b into a dash define ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ a dash ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, a dash b b into a dash. So a dash ಏನಿದೆ 4 cross 3 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ rows of a dash equal to the number of columns of b, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ b ನ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ rows ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದು 3. ಸೊ 3 ಕ್ರಾಸ್ 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ 3 ಕ್ರಾಸ್ 4 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ b ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಏನಾಯಿತು 3 ಕ್ರಾಸ್ 4 ಆಯಿತು. therefore order of b is equal to 3 cross 4. The problem is over. So option a is correct. Therefore option a is correct. So take the So now let us move on to the 10th question, question number 10. So it is depends on the matrix chapter. So topic is any square matrix can be expressed as sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix. So using the formula we have to find out symmetric part of this matrix. So we know that the formula any square matrix A can be expressed as sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix. So half of A plus A transpose plus half of A minus A transpose. This is symmetric part of the matrix A. This is skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric part of the matrix A. So only we have to find out in this question we need symmetric part. So symmetric part equal to what? Symmetric part equal to half of A plus A transpose. It is NCERT direct question. Usually the board problems ಇದು ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ PU ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಎನಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ. ಅದರ ಹಾಫ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ CET ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. Symmetric is equal to what? Half of A plus A transpose. So half A can be written as is given A 1 2 4 6 8 2 2 minus 2 7 plus A transpose. Rows and columns are interchanged. We get the A transpose 1 2 4 6 8 2 becomes second column 6 8 2. Third row becomes third column 2 minus 2 7. So half is equal to 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 6 8, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 8, 8 plus 6 16, 2 minus 2 0, 2 plus 4 6 minus 2 plus 2 0, 7 plus 7 40. So all the elements in this matrix divided by 2, we get the answer 1 4 3 4 8 0 3 0 7. So therefore option B is correct answer. Option B is correct. The problem is over. Enough. Take the